All right. Admittedly, I said we weren't going to be doing Friday streams on YouTube anymore, but I did not want to have to deal with ads over on Twitch, and I wanted to do the productivities. So we're here because it's World Ember time, and I am really excited and actually writing and doing stuff and conlanging and all the things. So yeah, we're over here on the YouTubes, even though I said we weren't going to be. Hi. The good thing is I'm not alone. By the way, my name is Charlie. I'm a non-binary sci-fi fantasy writer and very heavy on the sci-fi right now. And I am joined by the wonderful Megan McCarthy.
Hello.
And the phenomenal, the incredible, the lighter of legends, the mistress of horror, Laura Nettles.
Hello.
And oh my goodness. Okay. Just right off the bat, and I'll probably get some questions about this as people trickle in over the stream. I am feeling better. Like, I no longer feel sick. Yay.
Yay.
I actually have my energy back, as you can probably tell, because I'm talking really fast and gesticulating a lot. My brain feels like it has been in a blender all week, and the smoothie has not separated back out into the layers that need to wrinkle back up to make brain work. It's so fun. Also, I've noticed that I have defaulted to my innate sarcasm as a Gen Xer. So if I say something that sounds amazingly rudely sarcastic, I probably don't mean it that way. It's just how we talk. I try really hard not to talk like that, but it's just who I am. So I just want to get those caveats out of the way before we get started, because I'm brain dumb. Kind of read somebody for filth in email last night, which I did not mean to do. Like, like you said something like I had to go back and reread what I've written when you wake up in the morning and you have a whole bunch of apology emails from the same person. It did a thing. So I'm going to be on my best behavior, and I have two people here that are going to try to make sure that I actually
Nah, I'm going to feed into the chaos.
the chaos is so real today. How is everybody doing? How was NaNoWriMo for everybody, since I wasn't here for the end of NaNoWriMo stream? And I'm pretty sure I'm the only one doing World Ember. So how's everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just working on some stuff. Gonna hopefully get some things done this stream. I did not do Nano. That was a little much for me, so I decided to skip it this year. I'm kind of sad that I skipped it, but I also don't regret it at the same time.
I know this feeling. Like I tried doing it, and then my buddy said no. Mm-hmm. All of the no. How are you doing today, Laura?
Good. I got tiny shivers back from the editor yesterday, so I have all my copy edits.
Yay!
And today I got an illustration back for it. So, and we need 3 more, and then it's good to go to the formatter.
Nice.
So,
excellent.
Yeah. I won NaNoWriMo, which ended the end of chapter 21 of my vampire romance. So it was like the perfect ending chapter for Nano to wrap up on.
Nice.
It was marvelous. I was on Caitlin's stream, Caitlin Ash, and we still had 12 minutes left on the timer when I won. So I unmuted and whispered that I had won, and made Anna jump in her chair. It was marvelous. So yeah, that
Hopefully
was
you did it in the creepiest voice you could muster. Just I won.
I should have. It was amazing. Like her her camera was on, so it's in the live stream. So I won with an hour to spare.
That's awesome.
And I finally caught up on my journal for November. So I get a sticker for every 500 words. So the last day was like, whoa, bam!
Well, bam!
Yeah, so I got
Oh.
almost 7,000 words
Dang,
the
nice.
last day.
That's astounding. So, if anybody wants to, before we get into the chat, if anybody wants to keep up with my World Ember, like narrative wise, I am going to be posting over on the Substack, and I'm collecting up the articles I'm writing instead of like pushing a message on each one. I'm working in kind of thematic chunks on the world building, and so I'm collecting them up. It's going to kind of explain how all the pieces are connected to each other. There's going to be a little kind of meta narrative about them going along with it, and that's going to be going out over there. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely head on over and subscribe. A lot of stuff is going to be coming out over there, and who knows, maybe even some guest posts from a friend of mine that I've been kind of talking to about it. So basically there may be some spooky horror stuff coming for over there, because yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Probably shouldn't have said that, but you know me, I'm gonna keep it secrets, you know? Like my plans are everyone's plans. Oh my goodness. Hello, CB. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Let's see. Yeah, we have, I don't know why, there is a silver gray SUV that just keeps going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth in front of the house, and it is loud. It is so loud. I don't think it's being picked up on the microphone, but if you notice me looking in that direction making angry face, it's because the very loud truck is back. And it's grating on me. I don't like it. Hello, Jenna. How are you doing today? Hello, Heather. How are you doing? I hear that there's some magical things going on over on your Etsy and everywhere else.
Discounts galore.
Discounts galore. Took a plague test this morning because your sinuses and throat. Yeah, everyone, like, I feel like a massive, like, unwellness bomb went off especially in just AuthorTube in general, and that like leaked out into life. Like everyone I know is sick right now. Like so far, wooden surface, near wood. So far Brian has not gotten sick, but like it has been making there's been a couple different things making the rounds around here. There's a really bad stomach virus going around out here that hopefully nobody gets. Well, I'm pretty sure my husband tried to kill me, and that's why I was sick. There is a chance that I had that because they actually have very similar symptoms, but and I'm wondering if I actually had both.
Oh,
if
no.
both coincided at the same time, because I had been feeling a little weird a couple days leading up to it. And he's got an iron stomach, so like when stomach bugs go through, he's usually just like, "I am fine," because is who he is. Good luck, good luck. Like if anybody could do it, you could do it. But I unless I get my energy back, I am not even gonna look at a Milwordy chart again for a while. I did do a full, almost a half Milwordy. I got close as when everything was totaled 400 and some thousand words. So, you know, did some writing. But yeah, we will see what I'm going to be doing next year. Like if we can't total up all of the published words that will be coming out for me next year, because there's the 5 books that are already written and mostly edited that will be coming out next year. And I've got another 3 planned to write. Next year may just be like, please, Charlie, stop. That's kind of what I want people to be saying at the end of the year next year is like, please stop. It's too much. Nobody needs this much. You've done the things. Take a year sabbatical. It's fine. It's fine. Just go away. See, Jenna just finished writing coach page of your website. Nice. You keep going back and tweaking it. Yeah, yeah. Please don't look at the about page on that Substack. It's terrible. Um, yeah, yeah. I may have like 12 drafts in my notes of what that page could look like.
I cheated and used Lex.
I should do that. I should definitely do that. Hello, cool gamer. How are you doing today? So, Carrie won't be able to hear me because I'm muted. So, sent me yesterday. It arrived. Okay, you can come out now. Come on, we're friends. Did a good job putting it back in there. Sent me something. Come on now. How did I put you in here if you're going to be this type of... Oh. When you're twisting the wrong way to get a thing to roll. That's what I was doing. Carrie, yesterday, sent me a copy of the poster for her book, Welcome to Coolerville, which I did the art for, and I'm very excited. I can't wait to get it framed. Brian
Yay!
frame in the back room for it already, so that's probably something that will be happening this weekend. And I am very, very excited. This is definitely going on the wall of, wow, Charlie does a lot of book covers. Why? But I'm very excited about that. That if you've been hearing about the mystery package on the way, that's what it was, and it's here.
Woo!
So there's the link to the Substack. Oh yes, thank you, thank you. It's a big sale, 25% off. Yes, head on over, check out. I believe you're doing a sale on your both your editing and author services as well as stuff on your Etsy.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's 25% on all of it, but I know you're doing all of that. If you do not have the wrench, I have failed you. So let me know if you do not have the wrench, and I will remedy that because I've always assumed that you do. Actually, let me load that up and make sure. But go ahead and throw in a link to your Etsy shop because your Etsy shop has some really nice stuff on it.
If you look, the Etsy shop link is 2 down from what you have.
Ah, good. I forgot to load the control room, so I was doing that real quick anyway.
Gotcha.
Because that should
Nice.
definitely with everything going on YouTube, should definitely have had that open by now. That's probably what I was forgetting in the whole run up of, I'm forgetting to do something. It'll come to me. That was probably it. Let's see. Oh, good on you, CB. There you go. There's the link to the Etsy shop. Head on over. I have always been amazed at the wonderful stuff that Heather does. Like Heather will not like me saying this because she gets blushy because, I don't know, like other people here, she underestimates her own brilliance. She's really good at what she does. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's amazing. Let's see. There's at least 11 movies coming out that you want to see next year. Oh, I forgot they were doing a second Simpsons movie. Yeah, there are quite a few, but I'm not going to cape for any of them. So, streaming ho! Because I don't know what it will take to get me to go drive an hour and a half one way to see a movie.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know what it'll take. I'm sure eventually something will come out where I'll be like, yes, let us do the... No. Look, I like blue. I like rip off Dune in space with blue people in water instead of desert. Like it's a fine movie, though. That's exactly what it is. Like if you haven't read Dune and you're like, should I read Dune? If you really liked Avatar and thought, what would happen if everything was dry? Same story. Exactly the same story. Even down to like the romance subplot, like everything. Sigourney Weaver kind of plays the Bene Gesserit mom. Yeah, like the whole thing just lines up. And I mean, it's fine, but like, I have an Ultra HD TV with really good color contrast on it. I can wait. It's not an hour and a half worthy. I don't care what James Cameron thinks. It is not an hour and a half drive worthy. especially because it took too long. If it would have come out like several years ago when I was still like, hey, this is really pretty, maybe. But now, not so much. Though I hope that the special effects in the new Transformers movie aren't finished in the teaser they put out, because they're rough. They're like really rough. So hopefully. But it is fun seeing Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime on screen together. So, oh
Can I show the illustration I got today?
Yes.
yes,
I'm so excited.
I love how you ask like I'm gonna say no.
I would revolt if you said no. Ooh.
Oh my goodness!
Isn't it cool?
One, I love this artist.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I want to read the story. Like instantly, like yes, please. Can we get all of the story? Like, oh my goodness, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so well done.
So good.
Yeah,
So-
I'm.
That's going to go perfect in your book.
It's from a story where the seance goes terribly wrong.
I could tell some stories right now, but I won't. I won't. Maybe for Sunday. Sunday, if you want to hear stories about seances gone terribly wrong for variant reasons, only one of which is even remotely woo-woo-y. One of them has a hatchet involved.
Ooh.
It's yeah. I don't like seances, and it has nothing to do with like spiritualism or like fear of the dead. Nothing good happens at a seance. Seances bring out the worst in people. They're kind of like real life versions of those Agatha Christie murder mysteries where like, I've brought you all together to inform you that I know that one of you is the murderer, and then expecting nothing bad's going to happen after making this pronouncement. Like that's what that's what a real life seance is. Like, hi, we're all going to get together and it's going to be fine. Nothing bad to see here. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do Heather. So here's Heather's whole promo. Currently running a sale on all editing related services. If you sign up between November 25th and December 31st, you get 25% off all services, including line editing, oh my goodness, copy editing, proofreading, and sensitivity reading. Now, I'm just going to say, you put some of the like big dollar items on sale, because I know I've had to pay quite a bit for some of those from people. Not from Rose City, from somebody else.
Yeah, I just sent over a chunk of change to my copy editor.
Copy editing is no joke.
Yeah.
You can sign up for any of these by using the links on the link tree provided. Yes. That is awesome. That is amazing. Definitely check it out. Let's see. Ant-Man 3. I am excited about that. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. It is not safe for work. Let's just say Stephen Colbert figured out why Paul Rudd looked so young the other day, and I almost made a reference to that. It was very funny, but very not safe for work. Anyway, moving on. I'm very excited for the Super Mario movie. Okay, Indiana Jones 5. Okay, I am renowned for my dislike of Harrison Ford, which is epic and very long running back into my childhood. But I do like the Indiana Jones stuff more for what River Phoenix brought to it in the young Indiana Jones stuff, because that stuff is amazing. That trailer looked weird to me. I'm just saying, like, I feel like we're going to get new words. Like, we got Nuke the Fridge from the last one. I feel like we're going to get new words from this one. Like, it felt weird to me. Did not know they were doing a new Dungeons and Dragons movie. That's exciting. The Transformers movie, Rise of the Beast. Very excited about that. Fast X. They're doing another Fast and Furious movie. Brian will be very excited about that. I am so here for Across the Spider-Verse. I hope it's like 1/10. If it's 1/10 as good as the previous movie, it's going to be phenomenal. Because that movie is as close as you can get to perfection.
Yes.
Like, it is so good. If you've not seen Into the Spider-Verse, even if you don't like superheroes, if you are a fan of artwork, literally just load it up on something where you can just go frame by frame through it. It is gorgeous. It is amazing. Definitely check it out. The Marvels does look interesting. I loved the first Captain Marvel movie. I will definitely watch any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie because have you met me?
Teenage Mutant Ninja
And I
Turtles.
did not know that they were doing another Wonka movie. But yeah, I have a problem when it comes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. Like, I was right in the sweet spot of marketing when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles happened. Like, I wasn't too old to get into them, but I was just old enough that I could get both into the TV show, the video games, and the original comic books.
Mm.
So, which are very not kid friendly. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not a children's property.
It's a
at
young
all.
Willy Wonka.
Um,
Rowan Atkinson's in there.
okay. Okay.
It's Timothy Chalamet will be Wonka.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. in
I
a
have weird
way.
feels about Timothy Chalamet. The only movie I can think of that I enjoyed him in is Don't Look Up. And I feel like he played himself in that movie. I don't feel like he was acting. But I did really enjoy him in Don't Look Up. And if you can take the mind-destroying content that is that film, it's hilarious. It's really, really funny. And will make you go, oh God, this is what would happen, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no, it's like a farce that's a little bit too close to true. Of like, oh yeah, all the tech billionaires would like try to make themselves rich off of the coming extinction of all mankind, and the politicians would just tell people, don't believe your lying eyes, don't look up, the sky's not falling. Who would believe the sky is falling? Like, oh, is painful, but so good. Ooh, as in like, now I have become death, the destroyer of worlds, first atomic bomb, Oppenheimer, because that could be a big thing. Because Oppenheimer is an interesting dude for so many reasons, and I did not know that they filmed it in Glasgow. Did not know that. I'm sure it'll be fine. I will definitely have to watch it because Brian is very into Indiana Jones. I'm just, I'm like, I'm not a big Shia LaBeouf fan, but I got excited because like, ooh, Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford in it, sign me up. And then of course that didn't happen. Oh no. Alrighty, we should probably do a friend because I have writing to do. And while I'm enjoying the talking, the reason we're not over on the Twitchy right now is because I felt like I would be more likely to be productive over here. It's weird that YouTube is my productivity place, but you know, we all have weird things, and this apparently is mine. I also forgot to load the cow.
Killian Murphy? Yes! Ah! I love him.
What?
CB's last comment.
Ooh.
I love him so much.
This.
I may have done a charcoal portrait of him back in
That's funny.
Alrighty, so I am going to be continuing work on the Cenotaph. If you want to follow along there in my weird world Ember things, two ways you can do that. You can either go and subscribe over to my Substack and get notifications as each clump of story is finished, or you can head on over to World Anvil and follow the Baron's End world, where all of this is going up, and I am notifying followers each time an article is finished. If you do that, and you happen to hit the little hearts on them, you may help me win prizes, because there are prizes, some of which I really want. I really want. Like
So tell me what you want.
oh no. Like there are some like really good artists that will do custom artwork for free for you if you win the certain categories. Like I really want to win some of these, like in a full-on scary spice kind of a way. You know, just you have no idea. Um, I will be nice and we will not fart all over the Laura. I will save Laura from the flatulating cow. All right.
Appreciated.
Hello, Nikki. How are you doing? You arrived just in time for the sprinty sprint, for the first sprinty sprint.
Seriously, give me Sherlock 3.
I have such weird feels about those movies. Okay, so
I love them so
I need to-
much.
I need to watch them again. The only times I've ever seen the Sherlock Holmes movies, the Robert Downey Jr. ones, has been at my sister's house, surrounded by way too many kids that weren't hers and definitely weren't mine. And they're like, I could not tell you the plot of any of them or who other than Robert Downey Jr. was in any of them.
Jude Law.
There was, see,
Jude Law
you
is
say that, and
awesome.
I'm like, I love Jude Law. How did I not know this?
He's
I have
awesome.
seen the other two. I have seen them on numerous occasions because my sister's like, you don't remember these, do you? I'm like, no, because you have utter chaos in your house. Would you like to watch them now? Sure, fine. I won't remember them because there's utter chaos in your house. Okay, here, I'm putting them on now. And like, I need to remember to watch them on my own at some point. Let's see.
Chef's kiss.
Nice.
I enjoyed the editing of the movies.
I was going to sneeze. Sorry about that.
How dare you have bodily functions?
I just had a moment of like, what is my face doing? Absolutely nothing. I wanted to get all itchy on the inside for a second. Just, cause. Fun. Ooh, maybe it's one of the Lovecraftian demons trying to work its way back out. I need them for creativity. I'm going to have to like push it back in there. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do a sprint. If you are tired, if you are burnt out, if you have done the NaNoWriMo and like, I cannot write no more, play a video game and tell me what your score is. Something. Do something else. Take care of yourself. Self-care is productivity for writers. As somebody who spent most of this week sleeping because my husband and my body betrayed me, which, by the way, I hope everybody realizes that that's a joke. It's his own phrasing that, I almost killed you. Like that's his phrasing because accidental allergic reaction to food. Anywho, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. We're going to go ahead and get started. So I stop rambling and put all of this energy into, I don't know, weird world building stuff. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! Every time. Oh my, I am still not used to the sound. The cow done mooed.
Moo.
Moo. How did everybody do? I spent a lot of that sprint naming things because world building. And the sad thing is, it's not like once I get all the things named, I'll be fine because to explain how we got to where we are for the game to start, I need to have put up for people, anybody who's interested, about enough information to understand the rough contour of about 1,700 years of history.
Wow.
You do it.
Technically, there's a lot more than that that's already up there because I've already put up a lot about the before time.
Mm-hmm.
But like almost all of the people groups that are being named now are not going to be functional by the time the stories actually start. They're just the seeds of things that led to insanity. Oh, the insanity.
So I was working on writing a response to a comment that I received. And I think I have almost come up with a way to not say it in a rude way. It's hard, though. It wants to come out as a very sassy response.
Like, I'm still, like, it's been, what?
And it's also really difficult not to be condescending either.
It's been like a week or two since Little Who got kicked off of Twitter. And I find myself thinking about that last tweet that got her kicked off. And I don't know that there's a way to phrase it differently. I don't know that there is another more appropriate phrasing for what she said. And it shows the hypocrisy that she got kicked off for what she said and everybody else didn't. Because I don't want to risk my YouTube, so I'm not... I don't know if I can say what she said on YouTube. Yeah. But, like, yeah. Like, there are some things that just need... Yeah. But in weird, like, wow, somebody had to own up to a mistake news today. Elon Musk personally announced that Kanye West has been banned from Twitter again.
Yep, I saw that. It's been a hot topic on Twitter all day long, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly.
And could not have happened to a worse person. Like, yes. Yeah. I don't know what it is with the timeline that we're living in. Like, I like Wachowski movies, but this is like one of the really high concept Wachowski movies. Like, it's not even V for Vendetta high concept. Like, we're somewhere in between like Speed Racer and like people that think that they're building the Matrix but aren't. Like, we're in like some weird Matrix prequel that's probably not going to work. Like, Mark Zuckerberg really thinks he's making the Matrix right now, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, I think he thinks he's making the Oasis from Ready Player One, and again, he's not. Especially when they had to announce that legs were a lie. But
what?
Oh, okay. So they had a big announcement the other day that now in the metaverse you have legs, and then they had to roll that back. That legs were a lie. They were superimposed on the video after the fact because they still can't get legs to work in the metaverse. Like, the whole thing was just a lie to try to keep Mark from yelling at them, allegedly.
That's funny.
Like, this is the weird... Like, we're in the weirdest Wachowski movie, and Lana, Lily, sweet, sweet beans that you are. Can we just, like, follow that sweet, sweet duck down the lava to the promised land? Like, we just need to follow the duck and not just, like, stare at it. That's all I have to say. And if you don't get that reference, it's really hard to explain. The really pretty painting by, I think it was Lana Wachowski, of a rubber ducky in a pool of lava. It's look it up if you haven't seen it. It's gorgeous. But I feel like we're trapped in one of their movies. It's weird. How did you do, Laura?
I made and ate a quesadilla.
Ooh.
I was working the day job and a video recommendation popped up. It's a review for a book called, what is it called? Gothicana.
Okay.
It is a dark academia aesthetic. Teacher-student relationship,
Ooh.
fan fiction-esque, like not good fan fiction-esque, bad fan fiction-esque type of book. So there's some good fan fiction out there. This is no.
Speaking of bad fan fiction, am I the only one that's like waiting with bated breath for Strange Aeon's full dramatic reading of My Immortal? Like, so help me. This needs to come out
You've seen the Internet Historians reading, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I love the way Strange Aeons reads things.
Yes.
Like, because there's no way that video is just going to be a reading of the text.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have all kinds of like pauses and interruptions of either abject giggling and one of the best laughs on YouTube, or like a full-on commentary side quest that will branch off because it's going to be epic. It's going to be. I can't wait.
So the main character's name is Corvina, which is supposed to mean raven. Supposed to. But yes, the reviewer read the way that the main character describes herself and everything she is wearing. She's like, this is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. It's like, oh my gosh, she totally is.
So I will not say who they are, and I might give a prize out to anybody who can guess them. But when book 2 for Blinded Angels comes out, because I like doing all of the bad jokes, in the original draft of that story, 2 characters were named Raven and Tara in the original draft. I changed their names because I was like, no, this is too much for me. I don't want to bring any of that into my world because I will want to start calling like no. But if anybody can guess who in that world were originally named Raven and Tara, I might give a prize. I don't know what the prize will be, but I will be curious if people can guess because I feel like it's rather obvious, even though nobody calls anybody a pro. Yeah, welcome.
But yeah, like it takes place in modern days, but it takes place in a Gothic castle, and they have to roam the corridors holding candles. And the teacher's thesis, because he's technically still working on his PhD, is the effect of music on literature throughout history.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this out there because we have months to prep and plan this. So the next camp is March. Camp Nano? Is it March or May? April?
April.
Okay. What if we all joined forces together and wrote one of the worst fanfics that we could possibly think of? And the whole thing is we have to yes and anybody else's decisions.
Oh gosh.
Just completely improv the worstness that we can make it. Like no, don't care about the spelling, don't care about the grammar, don't care about whether or not any of it makes sense. Like you can try to make it make sense if you want to, but people will eventually like it will come undone. Like it's just like I think this could be
character has invisible tentacles coming out of their back.
I think this could be a really fun group project to just like do a Camp Nano without having the pressure of a Camp Nano. Just like assign random chapters, have a general idea of what we're wanting to do, the fandom, figure all that stuff out ahead of time, and just write the most obnoxious whatever ends up happening. I think it could be fun. It's just putting that out there into the
Oh,
anybody would like to participate.
and in that book, the main character has violet eyes, and the teacher has silver eyes. It's just like, oh my gosh! Yes, everything cliche. Here we go.
Okay, so I will admit that I periodically put a character in a book with violet eyes, but that is a reference to Elizabeth Taylor
Okay,
because I am an old queer.
I do love Elizabeth Taylor.
Because if you actually look at the rest of the physical description of that person, it's like, and this is who I would have loved Elizabeth Taylor to play if she were age appropriate to play this role in the eventual film of this. I do this a lot. So just now you know if you ever are reading anything about it, you're like, wow, they have violet eyes. Oh, you just described Elizabeth Taylor. Wait, what? Yes, I am an elder gay. It is what I do. There are a lot of like really bad queer references in my fiction, and that would also be a fun game of like who can name the most really bad queer references in one of my books. That would be fun.
Just please, nobody reference to eyes as orbs, please.
I believe the only time I've ever done that was in a bad Roz Williams reference, because he had a spate of about 5 albums where every song at some point said the phrase gray eyes, or your eyes were so gray. At some point in every song, he found a way to put that line into every song. And I do believe I used referred to eyes as orbs once to make a bad Roswell Williams reference that no one will get but me. But isn't that half of writing? All right, CB got 290 words. Oh. Okay, breathing again. You are amazing. And for anybody drinking at home, it's been a while since I've been able to say this. The chat doth jump.
Oh, wow. It has been a while.
I'm far back because I'm talking too much. And StreamYard just went, there's stuff happening down here. Yes, I know, but you're talking.
Oh, there's drama going down in the nanoforms? What drama? Tell us, CB.
Yeah, I'm curious. Does that mean that Voldemort is still banned? Technically, legally, he cannot go join. Technically, because of if he does, he loses like billions of dollars because of a lawsuit that he settled with the people that are trying to buy his company from him. That he has to use the social media app that he's trying to sell them, and if he uses a competitor app, it's a whole thing. It's kind of funny. It's a little trap that he did to himself because he wants to be using the Bird app, but he can't use the Bird app because he did it to himself. I love it when comedy writes itself. Hello, Maggie. How are you doing today? It does kind of feel like that a little bit, doesn't it? Like somebody did the snapping and we just didn't realize who went missing, and it was all the competent people. Like all of the people that are actually supposed to be running things. Like we didn't know who they were, and now that they're gone, we don't miss them because we didn't know who they were to begin with. There actually was an Illuminati, and somebody snapped them out of existence, and now we're left with this. Dang. It does kind of feel like that, though. Ooh. Definitely check out Maggie's vlog that is about to go live with a premiere. Uh-oh. There's a Chaos Gremlin flying in. Warning, Chaos Gremlin has arrived. You've lost respect you had for Meta. After, yeah, I look, the only thing as far as the developers at Meta that I have respect for is the people that are doing the computer-generated video stuff, because I can't figure out how they're doing that, and it's really kind of good, actually. And I hope that they accept my request to be in the beta, please. All right, I'll stop saying bad things about Mark. That's the deal. I'll stop saying bad things about Mark Zuckerberg if you let me into the beta. Please, please, please. I don't remember saying hello to Jen. I remember saying hello to Jenna, the soul writer, but not Jen writes romance. So, hello, Jen. How are you doing? Talking about my yes. I live. There are two things that when I'm having a bad day, when I'm not feeling well, I will binge watch, and that's people talking about My Immortal and people talking about Homestuck. I will just binge watch and feel so much better. Also 9 to 5 starring Dolly Parton and Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda. That's a completely different vibe. But those three things give me life when I'm sick. So I may have been binging a lot of that lately. Yeah, I saw all of that. Yeah, they weren't alone. Like everybody secretly laid off people either the Wednesday before or the Friday after Thanksgiving. Like a lot of companies did that this year, and are all having miraculously really good quarters. You know, we don't have to pay people. Actually, Twitter did a lot of bad things, but I believe what Maggie's talking about is what's going on over at Meta or Facebook. Yeah. Ugh, this is just all kinds of messed up. I think I heard the door. The chaos demon is about to enter the building. Beware, I don't know what's going to happen. There could be silence or there could be a whole world of stuff. You never know. Yeah, I heard the door. The dog has now sat up. So it's about to happen, yo. Yeah, the only way I'm keeping up with all this is I have been like watching TLDR, like all of the TLDRs as part of my morning wake up, because then I at least feel like I have a rough idea of what's going on in the world. And I have to say, and I'm sorry, CB, but watching TLDR UK has made me feel a little bit better about what was going on here. A little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Sunak is weird, man. Sunak is weird. And I think we've got somebody in. We have to figure this out. I think it would be so much fun to do a weird like communal fanfic, because it would be. See, there are a lot to choose from, and I think we should find out who all wants to be a part of it and how many people are going to be, because we need to make sure it's a fandom that the people involved all know.
The only one I could do is Pride and Prejudice, so that kind of makes it difficult. Or Cyrano.
Honestly,
I could do a Cyrano one.
Honestly, if we did a Pride and Prejudice and whatever, you could just have fun with it and make up what you don't understand. That would just make the story better. Like if we did like Pride and Prejudice and superheroes and did like the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's Pride and Prejudice. Like, I think your chapters might actually
Tony Stark, Mr. Darcy.
I think your chapters might be better not knowing who any of the characters are. Like, I think that might just make things better. Look, we're not here to make a masterpiece in the form of like this is going to win a Pulitzer Prize if we paid the $500 and submitted it. We're here to write something that
it would be really hilarious if we did that and we somehow won. Like that would be the greatest joke on the literati that has ever been pulled.
Having said that, I kind of feel like we need to have like a thing on the side where we're raising like a GoFundMe on the side where we're raising money, and like the first 500 we use to submit to the Pulitzer, and the rest goes to charity.
That would be great.
Make it a whole charity writing thing, because that would be hilarious. And I like the idea of forcing one of them to have to read whatever monstrosity we create.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you, like, it's not going to be the best me writing this. Like, it's going to. I'm going to have fun with it if we do it. But yeah, yeah, we could do all kinds of fun stuff. Like, who knows? Maybe we'll just do a mashup, do one of those multi fandom stories, and just like everybody bring your fandom, and we'll figure it out. Like everybody gets a character from their favorite fandom, and just have fun with it. Hello, Billy.
Hello.
I would say we've got a couple months to figure this out, and I think we could come up with a plan and make something amazing. Like it may not be great, it may not be wonderful, but it will definitely be amazing. And be even better if we could. No, no, I'm not even going to say that. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, I'm sorry. You got me scheming now. You got me scheming. You saw a critter behind Megan. It's probably right.
Oh, all I see is Nessie right there. Right there.
Yeah.
She is sleeping.
Aw, I wish I
All
had gray
content.
hazel eyes. I really don't know what color my eyes are because it depends on what color I'm wearing.
Mine are the color of dirt.
Well, they're brown and with green and blue flecks in them, but
Uh-huh.
depending on the color of I'm wearing, they look more green or brown
Mm-hmm.
depending. Like it's a really it's a Rorschach test. What color are my eyes? Um,
Mine are just dirt colored.
I was born with green eyes. Then they turned blue, and then they did this. Apparently, something happened with one of the mods, and Inkit being toxic or something, and they really don't understand what. Oh no! I feel like I don't know why Inkit getting brought up in the controversy. Like as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, but for some reason, it just was my natural native response to be like, of course they're involved somehow. Like, what's going on now? Hi, how are you, Mr. Chaos? Dang. Oh no. I think we're gonna have to do a sprint so we can do a debrief on that one. Um, all right, let me speed through and see.
Oh.
I'm very excited to watch the Dolly's induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I have not watched it yet, but I think it just went up or it's just about to go up.
Mm.
And that that would be fun. I kind of may have started a project that is basically that, but I haven't told anybody about it except for I think Jules.
And me, I think.
Yeah, I think I might have told you. I've sent some of the weird concept art that I've done for it and some of the other weirdness to a couple people. I've actually written some stuff in it, but I haven't really talked about it all that much.
Maggie says it's not dirt, chocolate diamonds, or espresso.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and get a sprint started because I need to I need a backstory. Um. Alrighty, let's get this rewound. All right, make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. Make sure that you are keeping yourself hydrated, and yeah, be thinking whether or not you might want to at the next Camp Nano take part in sheer insanity because that just sounds like a whole mess of fun. All right, let's go ahead and get the sprint started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Moo.
Look how done moved, and the chaos has been chaos. I mostly talked to Brian that sprint.
Yeah, I talked.
And then I found out that apparently to celebrate Zed's song Clarity's 10-year anniversary, he put it up for remix. And so I was watching the thing about how do, because that sounds fun. Because I actually like that song. So curious how do. How did everybody else do?
Well, I finished writing up the comment and posted it, so we shall see what kind of response it gets. I'm very
I am
curious.
such a child.
I am very
So sorry.
curious.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it because my brain is chanting it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us start a flame war. Sorry. I told you I chose violence yesterday, and have not calmed down yet.
I took Roy for a walk and fed him food.
Nice.
All the street bread to eat. So let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Hello, Dystopia. How are you doing? I feel like that is a perfect description of what is going on in the world right now. This is your first year doing World Ember, and you're not doing so well. Well, the good news about World Ember is, unlike something like a NaNoWriMo where you have to do 50,000 words in a month, it's 10,000 words. So, unless you're winning one of the really big badges. So, 10,000 words, if you break it up, you don't have to do all of the prompts if you don't want to. That's World Building Summer Camp is about getting all the prompts done. This is about getting your word totals and getting them out there. So 10,000 words spread over the entire month. You got time. Just breathe, keep yourself focused, make a plan if you can. I'm trying to do my world building in themes. So I know that there are certain events that I'm trying to cluster my world building articles around to make sure that I'm getting them out there. And remember, this year we have the wonderful gift that all of our pestering of poor Janet and Demi got us the fact that the what do you want? Oh, the poster? You're gonna go frame it? Because we basically begged Janet and Demi, the prose template counts towards World Ember. So if you have a story that you need to tell as part of your world's backstory or character's backstory, you can use that and add that in there for additional words as well.
Cool.
But you got this. It's a long time to get as much as you can done, and I would love to get the Loquacious award. I try to get that most years. That's if you do 50K in the month, but I'm not pushing myself. We'll see what happens, but I'm definitely going to try to get my 10K, and I have faith in you. It seems overwhelming until you start getting into it, and words seem to mount up a little bit faster than you think they will.
Princess.
But I do get how it can feel a little bit overwhelming. It can be because when you're doing world building, there's a lot of names, dates, locations that you have to be putting together and putting down. My biggest problem is I want to make art for all of my articles. I even do that in World Building Summer Camp, which is no, I really shouldn't do that, but I often try to do it anyway. But the best thing that I can say is try to have a plan. There's a wonderful video, and if you want, in the next sprint, I'll go find it and throw it into the chat, by Tim Hickson on his channel Hello Future Me, where he talks about how to do world building and breaks it down on the 6 main tracks that you should be thinking about when you're doing your world building, so that the world feels real and lived in. So that you should be thinking about what's going on politically, what's going on economically, what's going on culturally, what's going on religiously, all of the different levels of society, aspects of society, to give a fully fleshed out world. And when you start thinking about things like that, it can be really helpful to generate ideas on how to write. CB coming in with 194 words.
Woo!
Snaps for that. And dealing with noisy neighbors. Yeah. I'll be honest, I can be the noisy neighbor, but that's only when my neighbors are being noisy. Like, you just crank the death metal up and they get quiet.
My neighbors love to like run on the walls. I don't know how they do it, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like someone just running on the wall sideways, like a cartoon.
I know
I think they must have kids. Like,
I have some second cousins
totally
that used
magic
to
away.
basically, one would hold the other one's hands and they would run in a circle and then up the wall and down. So I know that is a thing, because
That's probably what they're doing, because that's exactly what it sounds like.
witnessed my second cousins doing that on numerous occasions. I hope your twofer gets better soon, Carrie, and all the things thereabouts and related. Yeah. You filled out the first and middle name. Names are hard. I have not had good luck with the website working that well recently, which is sad. But if it isn't working, the search is still working. The drop downs have not been working for me too well. But Fantasy Name Generator is a really good place to go to get some names if you need to. There's also a lot of really good resources to help with naming. I'm a monster who in previous years made 4 conlangs for this setting, because I have a problem, and I have been using them to name a lot of stuff. Though if you're wanting to do a constructed language, check out Vulgar. They're really good for that, and they work really, really well. Oh. I have all the anxieties too. I get it. It's yes. I am also a plancer. I have a plan right now, and mind you, it is the 2nd. I have a plan. Come back in 10 days, and I will be talking about how my plan was foolish, and I should not have made a plan, that I'm actually doing this other stuff over here because of reasons. Like, I don't know where the white rabbit's going to run through and trick me to follow it. Every time I get into any of the world building events, a white rabbit runs through and takes me somewhere I did not expect to go. I have an entire novel series. The first one's already out, about the Rephaim in my urban fantasy setting, because one world building summer camp, a little white rabbit ran through and distracted me, and I wrote almost every article about them, forgetting everything else in the world. And I knew so much about them, I was like, hey, maybe I should tell stories about them now. So first book is out. Second book will be coming out next year, and is already written and mostly edited. There's just a couple chapters that are really being a pain in the butt. So yeah, just remember, the white rabbits will come, and it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. See, you've named your you're using for the book is Project Demon, and her name is that's cool. I tend to name most of my stuff ahead of time, and I'm really bad at like not telling people the names and doing the title reveals. But I'm really curious what's going to be happening in Project Demon. Is this an urban fantasy story, or is this a epic fantasy story, or am I completely off and it's like a supernatural romance? I mean, you never know. Project Demon can mean a lot of things nowadays. It could even be like a computer demon, and you could be doing some kind of cyberpunk thing. I don't know. I'm curious. So that you can make like yes, they actually have an award for languages this year. I am not doing a new conlang this year. I say this now. Check back in 28 days and see if I have kept to that. Because I don't think I'm doing a conlang this year. They can be tricksy. Vulgar app is a really good way to get into it in a very easy way. It'll help you generate words quickly. It'll help you generate grammar quickly, and then you can just edit it from there. I used to use an app called Langmaker that isn't around anymore. And please, if you search that, don't, because there's a lot of malware software out there that is using that name, trying to trick people into downloading it. But yeah, Vulgar is really good for that if you want to do a constructed language. Artifixian on YouTube has some really good YouTube tutorials on how to do conlanging, as does a channel called Xidnaf, Xidnaf. Both really good channels. Have a lot of really good tutorials on how to put a language together. And there's always the classic language construction kit, which you can Google and find online, and it's got a lot of good instructions there too. All right, I'm probably missed you already, but have the fun, Heather.
See you later.
It is a little bit like Nano 2.0. I mean, I didn't really do Nano this year because illness, and other things. Life, let's just say life. Because I was doing pretty good until the Days of Rage started. And it's really hard to write a really sweet romance story, which is what I was writing for Nano, in the midst of the Days of Rage. Like, I had to throw out one entire chapter because it got hostile in a way that was not cute. Like, you're so glad you're not staying here permanently. Yeah, I can't wait till you get into a place that you feel comfortable and really like. Wait, what? What, Maggie? Okay. When you're writing a book, maybe not. I mean, that is an ecumenical matter. Like, I was working on a short story that turned into a trilogy that will be coming out next year. It's called Whisper in the Dark, and I hope you really, really like it. That was all about a plot bunny, because it was supposed to be a short story that a little white rabbit ran through and went, but there's more.
Was it a white jackalope?
It might have been. That story is weird. It's like, what if H.P. Lovecraft wrote Princess Mononoke? Kinda.
Intriguing.
Yeah, I think that might be the easiest high concept for that, especially for book one. There are giant wolf demons and zombies, undead hordes, and it's elder gods that are punishing the world because of their own reasons that don't make sense to mortals. And right in the middle of it, a really, really cute love story. Because I can't help myself. I have a problem, okay? They do bite. This is true. Bunnies do tend to bite, and they do have sharp teeth.
Dystopian fantasy romance.
That sounds really, really fun. Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm currently working on a sci-fi hope punk that I've been getting some interesting reaction to, because in the post I did announcing it, one of the lines in that article was the dragons have awakened. And they're like, but spaceships. I'm like, yes, and spaceships. I have problems.
I'm going to say the drag queens have awakened.
Actually, kinda that too. That too. It wouldn't be a story by me if there wasn't a drag queen in it somewhere. Really, would it? Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's see. These could be fun. Plot bunnies can be fun. Like I get it, Maggie. This is why you get a lot more done than I do, because I like chasing the plot bunnies and herding the cats. Like it's my favorite thing to do. And
Honestly, with the capitalization, I was like, oh, is that another one of Maggie's books? Don't chase the plot bunnies. Because it's
I
capitalized
want
like
to
a
read this book,
title,
Maggie.
so.
It could be your
So
version
when
of
are
this
you
book.
writing it? I need this now.
Yes, yes, I kind of need this. Ah, you only say this for views. Yeah, chases all the plot bunnies and the plot butterflies. Yeah, I almost had a plot bunny attack because there was a bird that kept almost hitting the window earlier today, and it would dive straight at the window, and at the last minute, it would arc up and then catch the brick over the window, hang there for a little bit, and look down. I was like, "Does this bird think it's a bat? Because it's not a bat; it's a bird." And it would just hang upside down and kind of look into the house a little bit. Then it would fly off, and then it would do it again. And the problem is, it was a crow, and y'all
It
know my
was waiting
issue.
for permission to entry.
Actually, yeah, maybe. I haven't dedicated the new spot for Carradine. The thing arrived, and I haven't done that yet. So maybe that might be a thing. Alrighty, are we ready to do another sprint?
My dogs are because they're like, it's dinner time. I'm so hungry. Oh, feed me. I'm starving.
Alrighty,
Even though they have like half an hour until dinner time, but I'm going to feed them early because I'm nice like that.
we are
I'm
going to
eating
do.
potato chips for dinner. Oh, I did have a quesadilla.
Oh, good. At least you had some nourishment.
I have no idea what we're doing for dinner because we planned out this entire week's meals, and then I got sick, and everything had like spices and stuff that no, my stomach. So I don't know what we're having. Good
Night,
Good night,
CB.
night, CB. Alrighty, we are going to go with the cow that done pooted because it cracks me up, and I need all the merriment that I can get. Yet again, I would like to say thank you to Jules, Cat, and Glory for making this happen. Y'all are amazing beans. Alrighty. So, as we're getting ready to do this next sprint, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. And remember, most importantly, if you need to stare at a blank wall, play a video game for a little bit, or just let your mind fiddle around with all the stuff in there, self care is productivity for writers. So just let it happen. All right. Let's go ahead and get this one started in.
Let it out like
Oh,
the cow does.
Yeah, why is my phone blowing up? I don't know what just happened, but there may be drama. That may be my sprint. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I will have to stop that. The cow done dooted. Moo. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it this way: be better than me. Just be better.
Did you not save?
um, I may have spent that sprint working on a picture.
Have you saved the picture?
Yes.
Oh, good.
So yeah, just be better than me. Like, I don't need to be doing art right now. I don't. I don't. This does not need to. Did I stop making the picture? No, because in the middle of a process, and I'm finishing it real quick so I don't forget where I was. And there we go. Alrighty. So how did everybody else do? Hopefully you were better than me.
I took the dogs out, fed them. They're now content. You can see Nessie over here just chilling.
Just chilling.
Wait, let me point to her. There we go.
Pointing in 3D space. Where are you?
So difficult.
Especially when
Why is it so difficult?
It's weird. It's all the weird. So please don't take this the wrong way, Laura. But how many stories did you write and or read in during that sprint?
None. I worked on bullet journaling.
Ooh.
So you just planned for world domination rather than actively working towards it. Got it.
So my goals for December: I want to incorporate the edits for Tiny Shivers, finish the first draft of Crimson Strings, read 2 books, get Seeds of Doubt to beta readers. I already sent it out to 2 today, and commission the remaining illustrations for Tiny Shivers.
Nice.
I cannot wait.
Sounds very productive.
Cannot wait for this book to
Same.
come out. Ooh. Figured out the gender identity, employment, education, and sexuality.
Nice.
Yeah, I've already started talking to people about sensitivity reads for one of the characters for an upcoming story because I'm not ace and want to make sure I'm not doing a bad representation. Because the character has to be ace, like in my head, like they're not a romantic, and that's actually one of the reasons I know that they have to be ace. Is there's an oddly sweet romance possibility. I don't know if they're actually even gonna be a thing. I don't know. Haven't thought that far ahead yet, but I know that the character needs to be ace for that, and I've started talking to people like, would you sensitivity read this stuff and make sure I'm not a monster? 172 words for dystopia, and Nicole with 112 words.
Woo!
I made a shape. It is a nondescript shape. It is a shape. Why am I like this? Oh. Nice. So, yeah.
I need to see what the new theme is for the Drabbles.
Sorry, I just got distracted because the Chaos Demon just wandered in. What you up to, Mr. Headphones Man? Is that what you were doing?
The
Ooh.
theme is asylums.
Oh,
Look what just got a frame.
nice.
That-
So much easier to hold up in a frame than it was to unroll it. Granted, I have so many lights in here, I can't figure out how to. Now that it's a reflective surface, like it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you get it. Is look frame. That's cool. There's nowhere I can put that behind me, is there? No. Not that
You just
we
have to hold it the rest of the stream.
Oh no, it was more like, is there a place on camera I can put it behind me that will be visible? And since I am not at my desk, though, I may try that over the weekend. I may try working back there again over the weekend and see. I do not do half bad. I think I'm having a narcissism. Fair.
No.
I feel weird looking at pictures I've done and very excited for Carrie. Oh yeah, Carrie, did you see? Did you see? I do. I really, really do. It makes me very happy, and I'm glad that you really like it. That's the most important thing, is that you like it, because it is the cover of your book, which, by the way, is out now. So if you are interested in a very fun family story, this is the cover of Welcome to Coolersville by Carrie Herdinsky. I always put an N in your name. It's Herdinsky.
I know, I do that
How do I
too.
do that? I always put an N in your name.
It just feels like there should be one there. We'll have to change their name for them, make it as it should be.
Maybe I don't. Like, do I know anybody? I do know some Hardens. I know quite a few Hardens. There's a lot of. That's one of the big families around here.
Mm,
So I'm probably just trying to superimpose their name in. Maybe.
I don't know.
I tried. Lots of people do it. It's okay. He's weird. Are you plugging your headphones back in?
Yeah, I don't recall the thing.
Okay.
But,
It was loud.
yeah, it was.
Hopefully the microphone didn't pick it up, because you're a good little microphone, aren't you? Yes, you are. You cut out a lot of the background noises. But yeah,
Especially more background.
you are definitely a background noise. You are all of the background noise.
Herdesky.
See, I can see that, because unfortunately the two names that are coming into mind are people that I really don't want to associate you with. That also might be the thing. Is I know a couple people who have names that are different letters, but a similar like vocal pattern, that I don't want to associate. Not evil, malicious beings that need to be cast into outer darkness after being consumed by everlasting fire. And since you are not a kind of person that needs to be thrown into everlasting darkness after being consumed by unending flames, I think that might also be a part of it. I think that could very definitely be a thing.
Yes, my sweet boy.
I don't even know why you're looking at me like that. I'm doing a stream. I can't help you. Talk to the man. Sorry, I've got a dog begging me for something, and you're not going to get it because I don't know what. No, I can't do anything.
He never begs for anything.
Oh no, Roy? No.
No.
Roy just expects, because
Yeah,
he knows.
that's true.
Roy knows that Roy is Prince of the Universe and just expects.
His face is so cute.
Polish Joe and Italian Joe.
Oh, that's. I'm going to have a really hard time not calling him that now, right? Right? You realize what you've done. This may have been that too much information that causes him to finally drive down here, smack me, and then go home. Let's see. So you're going to send a link. Yeah. Thank you. I'm a dumb. I'm being very much a dumb today. So. Sure, I'm spelling this right, and I always get really weird when I'm like looking. Wait, what happened? No. Google, don't autocomplete. No, don't add. Oh, man, that was bad. Ended up in weird, scary parts of the financial world. Yeah. Okay, so there is the app for Vulgar that I was talking about for the conlanging, which is really, really good.
Oh,
And
you can't tell because they're just one giant blob, but both dogs are right here. I was like, where did Princess go? I can't see her anymore. And then like I looked over and she was in the darkness, the void of just dog fur.
okay, I think we have a story idea for you there, Laura.
You know,
And the two dogs merged into the darkness of the void. It feels like where a story should start. And I wouldn't be mad at it.
they followed the sultry smell of pork into the void. They conquered.
I mean, it could be worse. They could have followed the street bread.
That's true.
I feel like that's how everything goes into just sheer and utter madness.
Why are there like whole sleeves worth of bagels in the park on the ground? Like, I don't understand.
That I do not know. That makes no sense whatsoever. And I found it. Wow, so much scrolling. Okay, and here is the Hello Future Me world building video that I was talking about that I also meant to put into the chat that I didn't because the brain smoothie has not separated out and recrinkled up. My brain is way too smooth today. Oh no! Yeah, we're
Oh,
supposed to be getting wind tonight too. Excuse me. That could be fun. Alrighty, where are we time wise? It's fine. It's fine. You want to do one more sprint?
sure.
Let's do one more sprint because I don't know. I'm working on a picture because I have a problem. Why am I like this? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I mean, the nice thing is the image that I am making, I will be able to use for a lot of things. So, zang. All right, let's go ahead and get this sprint started. I'm not even going to do the preamble because hopefully you know by now. Well, let's just get started. And I have to stop making the 2D noise. The cow done did his business. And I had somebody come visit, and I was wondering if I could. Are you gonna sneak in there? There you go. Hi, Tasha.
Hello.
Serious face. You got all the serious face right now. I know. I know he's such a hard life. He's so hard. He's so hard. I know. Uh, so I had a fun back spasm in the middle of this,
Your favorite.
which is why she came to check on me. Me and all the cuteness that she is. With her super serious face.
So now that I have headphones, I was listening to a song that I've listened to like hundreds of times before, and I just heard the lyrics for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, so that's what this song is about. It's about this woman getting it on with a whole bunch of other women." So I'm like, "That's cool." I didn't know that that's what I was listening to, but cool.
There are a couple songs that I have explained to people what the words literally are. Not like, here, let me do the grand interpretation of the philosophical, poetic meaning of these. Like, no, no. The words of the song are this. And just watch their faces. Wait, what? It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. Got a little bit more done on the story thing. My back crapped out on me, so I did my Irish for the day. It's being really mean and just like, I'm going to say something and you're going to type what you heard. We're at that phase,
Oh man.
which is fun for the Irish language. Um, and then Dougie came to check on me, and yeah, sprint. How did everybody else do?
Well, I just kind of stared at my open document and stared at it, hoping words would appear on the page for me. I even tried using Lex to come up with some like ideas, and their ideas were terrible. So I was like, meh. They weren't that bad. They were pretty decent. They just weren't specific enough to help me.
What did I do?
That's how I feel right there. That right there.
I went on Black Hair Press's website and found that their theme is asylums for their horror stuff for December. So I was thinking about what I want to do with asylum. And my brain went, asylum in space. So I'm now trying to think, are these humans in an alien asylum? And so the aliens just don't know what these humans are, and so like just shove them over there? Or like I only have 100 words, so like how do I what do I do?
I'm not going to explain on the internet where my brain went with asylum. It was related, but it's stupid.
I was just thinking of what's going on in the news with New York forcibly institutionalizing people. So bad. Luckily, they're getting sued, so...
You know it's bad when the police are like, we had nothing to do with the really inhumane thing. Wasn't us. We didn't know that this was happening. No. Dystopia got 212 words. Social aptitude, wealth, mannerism, and speech. Oh, mannerisms and speech is one of the few ones I skip a lot because I'm bad at it. I'm so bad at it. Asylum in space, where the residents jettison the staff and take over. Huh? The not completely ridiculous thing that my mind went to is like, oh, I really love that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy.
The breakout scene?
Yeah. Like, Asylum in Space. Yeah, I need his leg.
That guy's eye.
And I'm not going to spoil the ending of the Christmas special, but if you have not seen the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, there's a thing at the very, very end that is just chef's kiss. Like, blink and you'll miss it. They just kind of like do past it. But oh my goodness. Mwah.
You're fine.
So good. Alrighty. Where someone wonders, what does this button do? Flips the artificial gravity on and off. Oh, yeah. Accidentally starts messing with the orbital controls, and it just starts going, wee.
Why is gravity 5 times stronger now?
But why? Alrighty.
I am pancake against the wall.
Why is life a cyclotron? I don't understand.
Oh, they're doing that to
Homeless people, the homeless population, the dehoused
mhm.
population. They're just
And anyone that they assume has a mental illness.
Yep. Yeah, it's like the 1890s all over again in New York, or the 1980s all over.
Where apparently
Or
the Olmsted
1990s.
Act doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah. Where patient number one thinks their captain and gives orders to the regarding the air quality. Yes, I want this one.
That's
yes,
hilarious.
I want this one. I think this is the proper link. I don't know. I'm in a weird place. I told you my brain is still smooth from being sick. It is time for us to go into the darkness. I believe this is the proper link for the Google Docs that has all of the links and stuff and thingy-mabobbers, madoohickeys in it for all of the things that are ongoing if you want to keep going on with a little sprints and stuff. I think. I don't know. Brain smooth. Let's
Currently,
see.
Jessica Williamson, the Hex Library, is live.
So I will be disappearing off of the internet tomorrow because it is my day of abject isolation. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. I just sit here and I stare at the walls, and it's very boring. And I sip my tea. Sometimes I go out to the deck with the doggy and I shiver because it's cold. And yeah, do absolutely nothing of worth, merit, or connection. It's great. It's my favorite. No, it's not supposed to be. The link said that it's just to view. I'll get rid of it if you think I accidentally shared an editable one, but it said it was a view link. Here.
It does have that edit $USP equals sharing at the end.
Because it had the thing that said to do, because I clicked the thing, but I am brain smooth, so there we go. Fixed. It has blipped off of the YouTubes. I don't know. I clicked the thing and it just said view.
I always just do the tiny URL or whatever it is because I know
I
it's
forgot to grab that. Like I said, brain smooth.
yeah.
So I will see you all Sunday, for anybody who shows up Sunday at Sunday Fun Day, which is over on my Discord. Link in the doobly-doo below. At least it should be. And then probably on Glory stream on Monday. So if you're not following Glory Writes the Blues, go do that. She's amazing.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. Like I said, brain smooth. I'm going to go before I do something else dumb. Bye.
Bye.
Why is the button not working?